Welcome to the award-winning Friday Night Sports Zone, brought to you by Gino's Pizza and Spaghetti House. Get ready for all the scores, all the plays, and some great fan action. Now, here's Ryan Wilson and Jackson Wazinski.
All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the abridged version of the Friday Night Sports Zone. We've still got some high school football tonight with plenty of games slated for tomorrow as well. Ryan Wilson joined by Jackson Wazinski. We tried to stay dry, not so successful over here, but teams, they still fought their hardest in these conditions.
Keyword tried to stay dry. We only have 6 games to show you tonight, but all of them had incredibly high stakes, including a championship rematch in West Virginia.
All right, let's go to our game of the week. It was up at Point Pleasant High School, actually. The Wahama White Falcons making the short trip down to this neutral site, taking on the Cameron Dragons. The same matchup as last year's Class Single A title game. Early 4th down for the Dragons offense. Marshall Holland gets the carry and gets a first down. Very key on their drive there, and they're the first ones to strike. Kason Angel fakes the handoff and takes it himself for the 5-yard score. Cameron takes an 8-0 lead after the 2-point conversion. Cameron faced with another 4th down. Angel drops back, but he's going to be surrounded by White Falcons, eventually brought down for the sack by D'Angelo Thompson. Wahama takes over on downs. They would be faced with a 4th down of their own. Handoff to Tyler Northrup, and he's going to be brought down by Carter Pajewski. No first down. The Dragons take over. Now, before the half, Wahama trying to score. Cooper Roush fires this one downfield. In these conditions, what a catch by Trayvon Beers for the first down. But with 1 second left to play, Roush looking again just for a Hail Mary, trying to get some points on the board. But he's going to be picked off by Maverick Lilly in a stunner. Cameron goes on the road to defeat Wahama, 42-16. Wahama's 25-game winning streak is over, Jackson.
Oh, wow. And we've been saying they were going to win it all, and look at us.
Look at us go.
All right, over at Bob Sang Field, the Huntington Highlanders were at home taking on University. Look at those mustard jerseys. Hawks with the ball first. Harrison Helbig drops back and looks for Kyle Weaver. It bounces off his hands, as you saw there. Tavion Wilson, that's right, the quarterback. You can do it on the other side of the ball, too. He goes all the way into the end zone. Highlanders get a 7-0 lead early, and now they get the ball again. Wilson goes for a sneak, but he loses the football there. Hard to tell. Hawks, they'd come up with a turnover. And the Hawks offense, they'd get back on the field. Marcos Kaniska gets an easy handoff up the middle to tie this football game. Hawks have their ball again later in the game. Helbig is going to drop back and finds Khalil Lewis in the corner of the end zone. Toe tap, touchdown to tie the game. That was a great catch there. Potential play of the week, Ryan.
Well, we'll see.
Islanders with the football again. Wilson will keep this one himself, and Huntington would take a 21-14 lead into the half, but it would be the University Hawks in the end.
Goodness.
Pulling off the upset 35-28.
What a crazy night of upsets we've had, and we're still going here. Let's check in another Class 4A quarterfinal here. This one in Shenandoah Junction. The Jefferson Cougars win a close one over G-Dub. 28-21, their second win. G-Dub's season ends with a record of 9-3. All right, let's go to some Class AA playoff action up at Philip Barber High School. The Colts playing host to the Clay County Panthers. The Colts, they would strike first. Landon Carpenter gets the handoff, drags a few Panther defenders in, fights for extra yardage, and he's in the end zone. The Colts take an early 7-0 lead. How about again the Colts with the ball driving? Robbie Jones drops back, lobs this one. What a catch there by Malachi Poling, and he strolls his way into the end zone. 14-0 the lead in this one. We're still in the first quarter here, under 4 minutes to go. Carpenter takes the handoff again, makes a cut past the Panther defender, and he glides his way into the end zone. Philip Barber, a convincing 69-7 win over Clay County.
All right, let's head to Kentucky now. 1A playoffs as the Raceland Rams were hosting the Paris Greyhounds, and earlier this year the Rams actually blew out the Greyhounds 55-7. The first score of this game will go to the Rams. Quarterback Jacob Waller drops back, fakes the handoff, and he faked me out too. Finds a wide open receiver, and the ref got right in front of me. But guess what? He's going to take it easily into the end zone for the touchdown. Rams up 7-0 in the first quarter. This was not a high-scoring game, so we're going to go to the second quarter. Paris looking to fight back against the Rams. Quarterback Xavier Brown takes the run himself, tries to get in, but he's stuffed by the Rams defense. They were great all night tonight. Greyhounds would settle for a field goal to get on the board. This was a lower scoring affair than the last meeting, and the Raceland Rams beat them 27-5. They would move on to the Final Four.
How about that? All right, let's do some more regional finals in Kentucky. Pike County, the Belfry Pirates hoping to advance at home against Breathitt County, looking for another spot in that Final Four. Belfry gets to the 1 yard line. The handoff to JB Woolham makes the stretch, and he is in for the touchdown. Belfry takes an early 7-0 lead. Breathitt County, they're going to look to answer here. Miles Holland going to drop back, scan the field. He's going to throw it deep. That's Jason Combs making the catch and taking the hit. That's still a touchdown for Breathitt County. It's tied at 7. How about Belfry's offense still getting going? Chase Varney hands it off to Woolham again, and he's going to get around his defenders. He has got the speed to burn. He is gone for the touchdown. Belfry takes the 14-7 lead as Woolham celebrates with the fans at Philip Haywood Field. Now the Bobcats, Miles Holland drops back, scans the field, scrambles out of the pocket, is going to look to make a play, but it's picked off by JB Woolham. He's doing it on both sides of the ball, Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
He's making plays all over the field. Belfry advances to the Final Four. They take down the Bobcats 41-14 at home.
And they're doing it for Coach Ryan. They're playing inspired. I got them going all the way. I got them going all the way.
Yes, they've got a great shot to do that. How about some other Kentucky football playoff scores? Russell, their season comes to an end 28-13 at the hands of Lloyd Memorial. Lawrence County's season ends 16-6, a road loss to Bell County. Beechwood shuts out Prestonsburg at home 42-0. Pikeville. It'll be Pikeville versus Raceland next week. They take down Middlesboro 42-12. That one is going to be awesome. All right, Ohio, Jackson.
All right, let's go up to Columbus. Wheelersburg, they're looking to get to the Final Four as well, taking on Nelsonville York. On the opening drive for the Pirates, the wheels are turning for Elijah Brown. He's got space, and he's got room for a big run. Makes a couple defenders miss, but they're actually going to call him out of bounds on that play, but it would still lead to a short run in the end zone. Pirates get on the board first 7-0. But speaking of big plays and big milk jugs, here's one from the Buckeyes. Walker Stone with the reception. He makes a defender miss and has green grass in front of him. He tries to get around another Pirate, but it gets taken down in the red zone just inside the 10-yard line. Wheelersburg defense, though, they'd force a fourth down. Hunter Henderson says no thank you. Turnover on downs. Pirates dominating on both sides of the ball. They'd get it back in the red zone. Brown pummels his way in for another score. Hey-ho, Wheelersburg. They're off to the Final Four after shutting out Nelsonville York 41-0.
They've one more win away from a state championship appearance. All right, when we come back, we're going to dish out our weekly awards for the final time this season. We'll be right back. All right, time now for our final editions of our player and plays of the week. Let's start with our player of the week. We go down to Kentucky and Belfry High School. It was JB Woolham doing it all for the Pirates. While we were there, he had 2 rushing touchdowns early on in this one to go along with an interception on the defensive side of the ball. Belfry advances to the state semifinals. They win at 41-14 over Breathitt County.
And for our play of the week, we'll take you back to Huntington for this amazing grab. University's Khalil Lewis. He's going to jump up and snag it in the end zone for that touchdown catch. And they would go on to win and upset Huntington 35-28.